Hello everyone, Michael O'Brien here, and today I just wanted to do a really quick little video talking about encore performances and preparing a little encore, right? Now, an encore, when I say an encore, all I mean is just one last little trick before you take off, right? And that could be like, you could do a mini encore at every table. Like maybe if you're doing tableside magic and you do some tricks or whatever and you thank them so much, and before you leave they tip you, maybe you'd be like, you know what, I'll just do one more little thing for you as like a little thank you at the table. Something that you don't do at every single table, but maybe just at that table because they tipped you and you want to show your gratitude, right? Or it could be a large encore that you can do on your way out from an event. Let's just say you did a party, right? You did a nice house party, like walk around magic for a couple of hours, and everyone in the room has seen your magic trick, right? And you go to the client that booked you and you shake their hand and you thank them so much for being there, and they hand you your check and all that stuff. And before you just peace out, right, maybe you can do one more thing. And this could be that one thing that you wanted to do in the act, but it has a bad reset, or it's not something that you want to do every 5 minutes. It's like a one big trick, like a cube in the bottle or something like that, right? Now is the opportunity to do that. You could be like, hey everyone, thank you so much for having me. I'm about to take off, but before I do, I just wanted to leave you with one last thing. You guys want to see one more trick? And you can kind of gather up a little crowd. You do one more trick and then you peace out, right? Rather than just sneaking out the back door and leaving. The reason that I bring this up and the reason that I recommend this is because the gigs that I have done that, almost always they are going to be the ones to leave really good reviews, or even leave a review at all. I always ask for reviews after like every single gig, and there are some times where people say like, oh yeah, I'll write you a review, and then like crickets, you never hear from them again, right? And it happens. But whenever I do that, I think they appreciate it. They feel like I'm not just grabbing my check and like leaving. They feel like I got my money, but you know what? Let me put it in real quick. Let me hang out for a minute. Let me schmooze. Let me grab something to eat. If they ask, you know, hey, do you want to take home food with you? Grab the food, sit down and eat, mingle a little bit after you're done, and do one more encore performance. It's going to make it look as though you are going above and beyond for them, and you're actually there because you want to be, not just because you got to collect your check and bail, right? It will really show that you just really care about your client, and it will go a long way. And it doesn't have to be a big deal. I'm not telling you that you have to like rig up the whole house with like lighting and have these like little booby traps set off to go at this time so that your final trick is like so impressive, right? It could be anything. It could even be a piece of card magic, right? So for me, usually I'll take out a deck of cards that I wasn't carrying with me throughout the night, right? So like maybe a gimmicked deck, or like I do this trick with like stolen cards by Leonard Green. I'll be like, yeah, so you guys have seen me doing card magic, but what you haven't seen is the cards that I've collected over the years. And this is a really special deck, and I take it out and I show all the back designs are all different, and I do the Leonard Green's stolen cards trick, right? It's just not the kind of trick that I would go table to table and perform like at every table. But it's a really cool trick. It's different. It hooks people in, and it's really easy to perform. All I need is a deck of cards. It doesn't take like a hefty setup or anything like that. For those of you who have grabbed like Cube and Bottle, for example, by Henry Harrius, you're like looking for a reason to perform that. That could be a really cool piece of magic to perform for the guest of honor that hired you, and you can give that to them as a souvenir to keep in front of all their friends. That is going to definitely guarantee a tip. And that is definitely going to guarantee that they will either book you in the future, or if they don't, at the very least, they're going to recommend you out to their friends, and they will give you a really nice review. So I highly, highly recommend considering that. Coming up with some kind of encore thing, just one last trick to do on your way out, and also sticking around for a little while, schmoozing with people, grabbing a drink, grabbing some food if they offer it to you. Just hanging around and just talking to people, talking to the guests there, and just having a good time, right? Live it to the fullest. I mean, they already booked you to be there. They're already paying you to be there. They're going to feed you. They're going to give you free booze, right? Like take that stuff, take it, you know, gratefully, thankfully, whatever the word is I'm looking for. Show how appreciative you are to be there. And if you do one last little trick for them on your way out, it will mean the world to them, I promise. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already done so, make sure to click the subscribe button and don't forget to ring the bell. That way you'll know every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to check out some more magic, visit us at o'brienmagic.com and be sure to check out our online magic shop where you will find the latest and greatest magic books, downloads, and accessories.